Man, got around. OG Silverback here. And today, just like each and every day, I'm fortunate to be alive on this plane of existence we call planet Earth. I'm going to share with you guys some stories of victory and glory. The victory of understanding that no matter what game you play, there's rules to the game, and he who knows the rules knows how to play the game. And the glory of understanding that no matter what game it is that you're playing, if you have your own principles and do virtue, and you're in touch with the inner animal, you're going to be living by beast mode law. And beast mode law will allow you to be willing to stand and fight and even die to give your very last breath to defend what you believe in. And what that means is, you will not cheat or be untrue to anybody, because at the end of the day, you're being untrue to yourself. So without further ado, I want to get into the topic of today's video, which is George didn't know the rules of engagement in prison until he became a sexy toy, the sexy toy of a horny murderer. Hey guys, first I want to share this with you. My subscriber base is divided into fifths. There's 1/5 of you guys just really like the butt grape stories in prison, because you understand this is the reality. There's 1/5 of you guys just want to hear about the gang wars, because you live in through vicariously through the gang members, dude. There's 1/5 of you guys who want to know about martial arts and fighting and living a savage lifestyle. Then there's another 1/5 of you guys, you just want to learn about picking up women, how to be alpha on the street, because you understand you don't want to be locked up in prison. What does that prove, man? Let me tell you something about people that are locked up in prison to me. These are people that are they don't have emotional intelligence. They don't know how to control their emotions, so they just go off the handle like a female and end up killing somebody or hurting somebody or robbing somebody or raping somebody. Or B, this is a person, man, who's dumb as frick, bro, because he doesn't have the intellectual fortitude to understand, dude. Don't be breaking rules and laws, bro. Or number 3, this is just a savage barbarian from throwback from the Cro-Magnon days. He just don't give up frick. And dude, society will weed you out. This is evolution, dude. Only the strong survive. And when they say strong, it's not just physical strength. It's mental strength, emotional strength, the ability to adapt. Heck, the dinosaurs are some of the strongest creatures on Earth, and they extinct, dude. So you just got to understand, dude, you have to evolve as time goes on. And even though you believe in masculinity, dude, you have to practice stoicism. We don't have to do anything. We all have decisions in life, because as Anthony Robbins said, life comes down to the decisions you make and the actions you take, because you are self-accountable and you have to live with your decisions, dude, and your actions, dude, and be responsible. So how does that have to go with the video today? I want to talk to you guys about the 1/5 of you guys who come on here talking about, here's the last fifth. You just want to hear about, you want my channel to turn into a travel channel and telling you about the Philippines and what I've eaten and where I've been and how I've traveled and how the people are and how you can come over here and get a Filipina. There's 1/5 of you guys always emailing me, dude, in private, hey, yo, G, I want to come to the Philippines and help me get hooked up with a nice Filipina like you got. And here's the down and dirty of it, dude. Here's the reason why. Because initially when I came over here, I started a new channel called Let's Go. I was going to talk about let's go to there's over 7,600 islands here in the Philippines, and every part has a different culture. I was going to talk to you about all the different places I've been, because I've been to over 25 different locations in the Philippines so far out of the 7,600. And I had stopped making videos because I'm going to be honest with you. And as I'm being honest, I'm not trying to be offensive to the Filipino people. I love you people as a whole. I'm not trying to have the government, man, what's that called when they kick you out of the country, deport me. I'm just addressing the 1/5 of my subscribers and followers who want to hear about the Philippines. And here's the bottom line, as far as my opinion. There are more bad experiences here than good. Let me say that again. In my opinion, as OG Silverback, you guys have been following me since 2016 on YouTube. You see my evolution from teaching martial arts to how to pick up women, to talking about prison stories, to talking about reading books and stoicism. You've been following me, dude. I always try to keep it real and raw, and even more so now. I'm in the last quarter of my life. This is the reality for me. I'm not some rich dude over here, got a YouTube channel where I'm flying all over the Philippines, dude, and I'm doing all this jet skiing and jet lining and all this stuff and sky jumping, and I'm just some rich dude living my best life. No, I'm some dude who came over here because I was told I could live off of $500 a month, and I could live like a king, dude. And I'm gonna make movies over here, dude, and be a somebody and teach martial arts. That's why I came over here. But the cold reality is, number one, you can't live off of $500 a month here. You're lucky if you can get by with like $2,500. That's the honest truth. Here's the number two. If you want to have the Filipino experience, like you just living your best life, you banging a lot of women, you eating good food, you just living this fucking American or European dream over here, like you some kind of a fucking king. Listen to OG, even if you don't know me. Let me enlighten you. Keep your ass in the big cities like Manila, Makati, BGC, Cebu, Davao, Angeles City. Stay in those big cities. San Juan, La Union, San Carlos. Stay in those big cities where there's foreigners like that. The Filipinos speak English. They like the foreigners because you're bringing foreign money. You're bringing up the commerce. But do not, I repeat, do not go off the beaten path from those touristy areas. Your mom and pop fucking leave it the beaver shit. Do not go off the beaten path and go down to the wrong side of the tracks or down into the fucking province, my friend. Because that's going to be a whole different experience. And so that's why, my friend, I don't be making travel vlogs and talking about this and that, because there's always good and there's always bad. It's been more bad for me. Then you're going to ask, then, why are you still there, OG Silverback? I'm going to tell you why. I'm there because of my girlfriend, Yoni. She's the best girlfriend I've ever had in my life compared to my two wives, all my other girlfriends combined. Here in the Philippines, dude, it comes down to what's called polar opposites. This is like old school. It's a developing nation, so they still practice masculinity and femininity on the polar opposites. So if you get with a Filipino man who's got her head on straight, dude, she's very feminine, dude. I'm not going to say submissive, but she understands her feminine role, meaning that there's roles, dude. There's roles. There's your masculine role. You go out and conquer and all that. The feminine role, she takes care of the household. She takes care of you. And you guys respect each other. You help each other to build something, dude. That's what I've experienced here. I'm not saying that I have never experienced that in Las Vegas or California or New York or Chicago. No, what I'm saying is America with its feminism, even though women are feminine, dude, they still want to run shit and be the fucking boss. And there can't be two kings in the fucking castle. That's all I'm saying. So you guys can take it however you want. And what it comes down to is this video, man, the rules of engagement, dude. You guys coming on here like you talking all yourself, soldier, keyboard warrior, like you a bad mofo, you all that, dude. Yeah, it's anybody can be a bad mofo from the safety of their keyboard warrior, dude, armchair quarterback, dude, in your mom's basement, in your hood, your barrio. Let me tell you something when you know you're a real savage. When you don't have your homies with you, you can get on the plane and go to anywhere in the country or another country or the world by yourself, touch down, and live your best life. You're a savage because here's why. You have to understand there's different rules of engagement for different situations you're in. And that's why I don't make videos about the Philippines and my travel because, dude, I've had to really practice stoicism and minimalism and emotional intelligence, dude, and social intelligence to understand I'm in a foreign country where people regularly disrespect me. People don't like me being here. People don't like foreigners in these smaller towns. And dude, every day is a situation where I could end up incarcerated. That's why I started going back more into the prison genre because it's a reflection of my current day activity. Had I not had stoicism and Yoni in my life with her beauty and her love and her sensuality and her passion and her caring for me, dude, her love, this lady's helped me to move out of a bad neighborhood, was gang infested with drug dealers and murderers, dude, and homeless people, dude, and criminals, dude. And I'm the only foreigner there because I didn't know any better. She helped me to move out into an area where it's like more foreigner friendly. And she helped me to understand the difference of, oh, foreigners should live in the big cities because they're used to foreigners. There's other foreigners there. The rules of engagement, they understand how foreigners are. Foreigners are bringing the money. They're more appreciative. But you go down into the provinces and the jungles, my friend, listen to me. I fell out with 5 of my Filipino friends who told me, oh, go to my country and everybody speaks English. You could live off $500 a month. Everybody loves Americans. That's not true. I called them on the phone. I confronted them. A couple of them in person. Dude, you don't even know your own culture, so don't be lying. So I'm on here to tell you guys, this is why I don't make content, because being over here taught me the rules of engagement. If you don't understand the rules of engagement, you can either A, lose your life, B, end up under the belly of the beast at the bottom of the prison. And that's when it comes down to the topic of today's video. George didn't know the rules of engagement in prison until he became the sex toy of a horny murderer. What it comes down to in this life, dude, no matter where, if you're living in Mississippi, or you're living in Texas, or you're living in New York, Detroit, Boston, Brazil, Africa, Mexico, Venezuela, the Philippines, Thailand, you first have to learn the rules of the game, dude. The rules of the game, what you can do, what you can say, how you can dress, how you can act, how you can interface with people, who's who and what's what. Without learning the rules of engagement, dude, you're just like cannon fodder. What's cannon fodder? You're just an accident waiting to happen. So when George went into prison, dude, he was just a regular white dude, man. And, you know, he thought that he could be invisible in prison. See, a lot of white dudes kill me, and I'm not picking on white dudes, but see, white dudes, man, in America, they're the bread and butter of our country. You know, they built this country. The Europeans were the first settlers to come over here and to interact with the indigenous people. They brought religion here. You know, they brought commerce, dude. They brought civilization here with the railroads and the businesses and all this stuff. So I can take my hats off. But with civilization and society, it becomes a sort of a comfort. It's a comfort zone. That's why they call it civilized society. And a lot of white dudes, I understand some of you white dudes are poor and from trailer parks and live in the hood. I got it, but the majority of white dudes in America do come from affluent, middle class, upper middle class. They've had a mother and a father, life insurance, dude, health insurance. They got cars, bro. They got a house. They got a doggy and a kitty cat. They got mom's apple pie and milk. Come on, man. Most white dudes live a leave it to beaver. I'm not talking about the outliers who end up Hell's Angels and skinheads and all this from the trailer park like Eminem. I'm talking about the majority. And if you get out of your feelings, read this book called White Male Privilege. For you white guys who want to come on here talking about I'm racist and I'm trying to say white boys. So I'm not saying that. I'm saying the majority in America is white. That's why the culture in America is white. That's why to make money in America, you must learn standard English, proper enunciation, know Ebonics, wear suits and ties and wear Rolexes, go to these Ivy League schools. That's how you make it in America. So you took this white boy, George, man. You know, he got into a vehicular manslaughter because a lot of white dudes, man, they like to drink and they drive because they just used to being tipsy. But unfortunately what happened, dude, you know me? He was talking to his girlfriend, not paying attention. He ran the red light, T-boned his car, killed the pregnant lady and her kid. Like the lady was pregnant and he T-boned the car, killed the lady, the infant died, so now he got a double homicide. So now he goes to prison. See what happens to one little event can change your life. You could be riding so high. You graduated from Harvard, Yale, MIT. You're making 6 figures. You're a tall, handsome white dude. You've never been in a fight because, hey, man, everybody in your community loves you. You play sports. You're popular, but now you're in the belly of the beast and the woods that's in there. See, it's the problem. Most woods that's in the belly of the beast, the maximum security prison, come from the trailer park, the wrong side of the tracks, broken homes, dude. They're impoverished. They haven't lived your life. So here comes George, Harvard graduate, dude. He's coming up in there. Hey, there's white people. I'm going to ride with my people. But he didn't know the rules of engagement. Here's the rules of engagement because I wanted to make this video 5 minutes. Now it's going to 15 minutes. Here's the rules of engagement, guys. In maximum security prison, the only reason a person is being nice to you is because they want something from you. And 9 times out of 10, what they want from you is to go up in your butt cheeks is because they horny. I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you the rules of the game. So George got with this guy, man, named Ted. And Ted was a big swole wood from Wyoming, big swole Idaho corn-fed dude, man. And he's in there for beating a dude to death. Dude comes home from work early, catches the milkman banging his old lady. He beats the dude to death. Big corn-fed dude from Oklahoma, Wyoming, them type of dudes. Corn-fed dude. Stocky lumberjack type of dude. Beat the dude to death. And the judge was like, wow, we understand you walked in, but you didn't have to beat the dude to death. And then after he beat the dude to death, he strangled his wife. So now he's in maximum security prison, and because of his power and his strength, he's a blue-collar type of dude. He knows how to interact with other blue-collar type of white dudes who are impoverished. So now he's got power and authority. So George comes in there, dude, college boy, everything from the street, square dude, and he's just going to ride with his people. And George told him, like, hey, man, you new to being in the pen? Yeah, I don't know anybody. I just, got a vehicular homicide, man. Hey, I'm going to take care of you, man. Hey, put George in, put him in my cell. Put George in my cell. That's what Theodore says. And the guards, they roll because Theodore's a lifer. Now George is a lifer. But see, George doesn't know the rules of engagement. The reason Theodore's being nice to him and getting him put in his cell, so then when it's lights out after final call, man, Theodore's horny. So now he done went ahead and consummated the relationship, went up in George's butt cheek so deep and hard, hollering Alabama. Now George has fucking hemorrhoids, and that's all he knows, man, is every night, because Theodore's horny, man. Every night when it's lights out, he knows what's before. Theodore used to have to tell him, get it ready, George. Hey, I don't want to get it ready. Shut the fuck up. Ooh, ooh, like that. Big old lumberjack looking dude. So now George understands the rules of engagement in prison. Is like, the only reason somebody's being nice to you is because they want something, and 9 times out of 10, they want your butt cheeks. And now you're engaged to him, and you're nothing but a sex toy to this lifer until death do you part, meaning that until one of you dies in the maximum security prison, there's no part in the ways because nobody's coming to save you. So if you like this type of content, dude, thumbs up the video, man. Leave a comment for the algorithm. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. The channel's growing. I'm trying to get it back up to 100,000 subs like it was a couple years ago before I had some drama and some heat with some gang members in Cali. And I appreciate the support. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm OG Silverback. Got sentenced to 26 years in maximum security prison. And I live to tell you the tale of a lone wolf, mixed dude. I'm telling you the horror story so that you don't, my friend, don't make the same mistakes I have. And subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And so until the next time, OG Silverback, out.